I have the overhead light turned off, and I don't know if the lighting is okay like this, but I feel like I should try it. Also, the window is open, and it will stay open because otherwise there's going to be no air in this room. So if there's noises and you're hearing, you know, stuff in the background, I'm so sorry. Hello everybody, my name is Elena. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Last month, I was in a reading slump, and baby, I am out of it. I'm so out of it. Now I have the opposite problem, where I want to read everything. But because I was in a reading slump last month, I didn't do a TBR because that would have literally killed me. Like, that would have offed me. That was my end. But I am going to do a TBR for August because I feel like I'm getting into the groove of things now. I feel like I'm fine. I think it's safe for me to do another TBR using the DIY TBR card game that you've seen me use every single month this year besides last month. The goal of this TBR game was so I could get through my physical TBR as of 2023. So books that I've bought in 2024 were not included in the books that I was picking from. However, I have 3 books left from 2023. I don't really feel like reading them right now, and I feel like if I do, I might put myself back into a reading slump. So I'm going to put those 3 books on pause. However, I do have books that I've bought obviously this year, so we're going to be picking from those. And I need to show you the roster because honestly, there's some really good books in here. This is the TBR card. I know you can't see all the books that are on here, but I will be pulling them out and showing them to you anyways whenever I pick them, so you don't really have to see them that well. Also, there's 3 classics down here on the bottom shelf that you also can't see, but this is the only setup that works, okay? So this is the roster that we have over here. We have some really good books, mostly fantasies, which I don't mind at all because I'm really in a fantasy mood right now, so that is boding well for me. Now, in case you haven't seen the other TBRs, I will link them down below, but I will explain briefly how the game works. Basically, I have these little cards that have prompts on them, and they work like normal like TBR prompts. If you've seen those, that's how they work. Like, there's, for example, a book you think you'll love, and then I have to pick that kind of book. But the twist is I have a little die that I'm going to roll, and if I get an odd number, I need to pick up one of these, which I call power-up cards. So these add a spin onto the little prompt. So for example, this one is switch it up. It means swap the chosen book. So if I had a book in mind that was like, oh my god, a romance book, I'm gonna pick Binding 13, and then I get that prompt, I'm like, okay, I can't pick that book anymore. So these add like a little spin every time I roll an odd number, and usually I pick 3 for these, so we're gonna go with 3, but I am known for picking more than 3 sometimes, just because the whole game is really fun, so we'll see where that takes us. This is the setup for every single video. I know you can't see that well, but I will be picking up the little die to show you what it says anyways. So, okay, picking the first book, we need to shuffle the cards. I honestly, I know I'm in the mood for fantasy, but I feel like I would also like a romance just to like kind of break it up a bit. I'm going to pick this one. Okay, a book with a 5-word title. All right, that's the prompt. So a book with a 5-word title. Let me see what I have. There's 2 books that fit this, and it's All the Stars and Teeth by Adrienne Young. This is one of the books that is from my 2023 physical TBR, so I might not be that mad if I get it. And then the only other one, oh wait, Everything I Know About Love. There's 3 books. There's also Everything I Know About Love by, what was her name? Dolly Alderton, and then I have Call of the Wild. Oh, The Call of the Wild by Jack London, and it's down here. So if I were to pick one, I would probably pick Everything I Know About Love, just because I feel like I could read it like periodically. I don't have to binge it, like just like whenever I have time, I'll pick it up and read it. So that would be my pick, but I don't really get to decide right now because I need to roll the die. That's a 6. That's an even number. All right, we don't have to pick a power-up card. So my pick is going to be Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I've heard really good things about this. It's a memoir. And I've heard people say, oh, every girl should read this, like, in her 20s, and guess what? I'm in my 20s. So I feel like this would be really nice to read. Also, it's yellow. I love yellow and pink books. They're just, I love them. All right, 1 book down. We're putting the prompt aside because I don't want to reuse them. Let's see what I'm going to be picking for the second book. I want this one. A book with a great dedication. That's a fun prompt. All right. I'm gonna have to open every single one of these now to check the what the prompt. Oh, do you know which one I know has a really good dedication? It's Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. I'm really hoping I can pick this one. because I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it this month, so as in like in July, so maybe I could pick it for August. To anyone who's ever felt lost in a wood, there is a strange sort of finding in losing. So I really liked that, but I have to go through all of these now to check the dedication. That's going to be fucking tedious, so please hold. I'm going to pull aside all the books that Okay, I've gone through all the dedications and I have 4 picks. There's 2 fantasies and 2 romances. Obviously, I already read you this one. The Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard has one that I really like, and it's To Those Who Seek But Never Find. I thought that was really cute. Binding 13 also has a really cute dedication. It says, I would like to dedicate Binding 13 to anyone who's ever had a dream they dared to chase with insatiable hunger and drive. This story is for you. This one almost made me cry, which is offensive. This is Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. It says, in memory of Chris Waller, the reader husband who reached out and asked me to include the word gusset in a book just so he could win a bet with his wife. Kate, I hope this makes you smile when you find it again inside. These are the 4 books. If I had to pick one, it would be Two Twisted Crowns, just because obviously it's like a priority of mine, but I don't have to decide right now because I need to roll the die. That's a 4. That's an even number. Okay, so I can just pick whatever book I want. All right, I'm picking Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. Okay, we're shuffling for the 3rd book. Oh, okay, we got stuck. Let's go near the end. Let's go with this one. Any romance book. Okay, interesting. Let me see. Oh, I think if I get my pick, I'm definitely picking Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, because I want to take this to the beach. Oh, wait. I'm going to the beach in September. Oh. Maybe I won't pick this one right now. Actually, psych. I'm putting this one back. And I know this is a very scary, very big book, but I could do Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I also have it on my Kindle. So that might help me out if my hands get tired of holding this giant thing. And also, people keep talking about this, and I want to read it so bad because they keep saying, oh, it's just as good as like Addicted Calloway or whatever. So I want to read this. And I think this is going to be my pick if I get to pick it. Okay, we don't know that yet. Let's warm up the little die, and then we're going to roll. 5. See, yeah, that's an odd number, unfortunately. Or I guess fortunately, actually, because the power-up cards are actually really fun. It's just a bit scary because some are good and some are bad. So we're going to shuffle these as well. And I'm going to go with this one. Okay, Underdog. Oh my god. Oh, I already know what this one is. Choose the worst rated book. So now I have to pick out the books that fit the prompt, which is this top shelf right here with the romance books. And I have to pick the one that is the lowest rated. And this one's not going to be it. It's not. Oh, I don't want to do this. I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to leave this for the end just because I don't have the ratings right now. And I'm filming on my phone, so I'm going to need my laptop. And I'm going to need to go over there. We're going to pick that one last. And we're just going to roll again, because I do want to do 4. I cannot believe my luck, but whatever. Okay, we're shuffling, and I'm going to pick this one. Oh, it's pink. A book you think you'll love. Okay. Perfect. What book do I think I'll love? There's a lot, actually. I think I'll mostly love all of these, to be completely honest with you. Oh. Because I am in, like, a fantasy mood, I'm thinking, should I finally knock out the Raven cycle? Should I finally finish the Raven cycle and read the Raven King? Because this is a 5-star prediction. I think this is going to be 5 stars, but I'm also scared to read it because I think it's going to be sad. Because it is also the last book, but also everything that happened in the previous 3 make it seem like this is going to be pretty bad. So maybe I'll pick this one, but guess what? I need to roll the die again, so that's a 6. Okay, even number. I'm going to go with The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. I didn't count Things We Left Behind and the 2 romance books that I had from my 2023 TBR, because like I said, I'm ignoring those. And also Things We Left Behind, I can't read until I read Things We Hide from the Light. So it was between these 3. Do you know how shocked I was to find out that this one is the lowest rated with with a 3.72. stars on Goodreads. This is the lowest rated. But I also don't want to read this in August because I want to read it on the beach in September. I'm gonna veto this one because I really don't want to read this right now. I want to read it at the beach. I think it's gonna be a great beach read. So I think we're just gonna pick another book, and I'm just gonna ignore that this prompt ever happened. Also because it is offensive to me that an Allie Hazelwood book is the least rated out of all of these. I don't know. Just because I'm vetoing this Annie Romance book little prompt, I think I might also pick 2 more instead of 1, just so it's a bit fair and you guys aren't that mad at me for this video. I'm shuffling again, and I'm going to pick this one. A book with blue on the cover. I definitely have this. There's lots of books with blue on them. I think I'm gonna have to go with The Lost Hero, which is the first book in the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. I can listen to this on audiobook, and I feel like that might be quite nice for August, just so I can have another audiobook to listen to. So I might pick this one, but I do need to roll the die. A 4, that's an even number. All right, that's fine. So for a book with blue on the cover, I don't know if I showed you the prompt, by the way. Here it is again, unless I did. I'm gonna be picking this one. We can have 5 books on the TBR. It's fine. Let's shoot for the stars, you know? And I want to pick, actually this one, this last one. What is it? A book with the cartoon cover. All right. I don't think I have anything that fits this. I somehow don't have anything that fits this. Like, I don't have a book that has a cartoon cover on it. So I guess we're going to be picking again because I literally don't have anything. Actually, I should probably take this out so I don't get it another month because I literally don't have a book that fits that. So I can't use it. But I am going to shuffle again. This video is so weird. This is one of the weirdest TBR videos I've ever done, to be completely honest with you. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. A book with siblings. Okay, the reason why this prompt is here, because I feel like it might be a little bit weird for other people, is because I love books with siblings in them and with, like, big families and stuff like... Oh! Binding 13 has siblings in it. Aren't Shannon and Joey siblings? I know Shannon has a brother. I don't know if it's Joey, but I think it is. Oh my god, shut up, shut up. I'm really in the mood to read this. I want to go with this one. Oh, but I have to roll the die. But I really want to go with this one. Okay, let's just roll it. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. A 3. That's an odd number. Please, please, I really want to read this book. I hope that whatever power-up card I pick will let me choose this book anyways. Okay, the books are falling. That scared me. All right, I guess, I don't know why I made these so tiny, by the way, because they're so hard to shuffle like this, but we are going to shuffle them and we are going to pick one. It's really windy outside. If you hear it, I'm really sorry. I'm going to pick this one. +1. Pick 2 books for the prompt. Okay, I guess I'm reading 6 books. Okay, you know what? This is what I get for vetoing one of them. This is what I get. But that means I can pick this one. My door just opened because there's a big draft and it scared the shit out of me. But anyways, I get to pick this one, so that's fun. But I need to find another book that also has siblings in it. I could pick this one. I know this has siblings in it because the male main character, I forgot his name. What's his name? I know her name's Lena. Nash. Nash has a brother because that's the first book, Things We Never Got Over. So I know this has siblings in it. So I could pick this. Also, I have it on audiobook. I'm just saying. And I think I am going to go with this one. Okay. Well, finally, we're at the end of this TBR. This has been the most chaotic so far, I think. Now we're just going to recap everything that I picked. The first prompt that I picked was a book with a 5-word title, and I picked Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I've heard really good things about this, so I am super excited. Next prompt that I picked was a book with a great dedication, and obviously I picked Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. I really like the dedication in this book, but also I just really want to read it because it's like the last book in this duology, and the last one ended on a cliffhanger, so this is definitely a priority. The next prompt that I picked was a book you think you'll love, and I picked The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. This is a 5-star prediction for me. I know it's going to destroy me, but I'm hoping that it's 5 stars and it'll destroy me in a good and a bad way. You know, maybe it'll leave my heart just a little bit broken, but also not completely shattered, you know? After skipping one of the prompts, I then picked a book with blue on the cover, and for that one, I picked The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan, which is the first book in the Heroes of Olympus series. I have this on audiobook, so that's probably how I'm going to listen to it. That's what I did with Percy Jackson, and I actually really enjoyed it. And then I picked the prompt, a book with siblings, and I rolled a 3, so I picked a power-up card, and the power-up card was the +1, which meant that I had to pick 2 books for this prompt, which is, again, a book with siblings. And for the first pick, I got Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I'm super excited about this. Honestly, this is probably going to be read really soon. Like, probably after Two Twisted Crowns, this is what I'm going to be picking up. And the other book that I decided to pick was Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. I know this has siblings in it, and I also have this on audiobook, so I feel like it'll be nice to have 2 audiobooks to listen to along with whatever else I decide to read this month. But yeah, these are the books that I picked. We have a pretty nice pile. We have some fantasies, we have some magical realism, we have romance, and a memoir. So I think that's pretty fun. The color scheme isn't really color scheming the way that it should, but you know what? It's fine. Now, sometimes they look good together, sometimes they don't, and that is okay. But that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. You can like, comment, subscribe if you would like, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.